All right, for this next shortcut, what we're going to do is we're going to make a shortcut that tells me how many days are until an event, right? So it might be something I'm looking forward to, maybe seeing family, seeing a friend, or maybe it's something important that you just want to make sure you have an eye on and keep an eye on. And maybe that's a finals or a long-term due date for something, right? Now there are calendar apps you could use, but I think you'll see this is a little bit different and you can add whatever pizzazz you need to add to it because it's a shortcut. You can do what you want to do with it. So we're going to start with going ahead and hitting that plus sign. The first thing we want to do is add the date. And I do want to say current date because again, we're setting like a variable essentially. All right, the next thing we want to do is format date. So I'm going to go ahead and drag that over. And because it was next, it automatically connected to the previous date, right? And so I'm going to go say show more. And I want to make sure that format is short for both of these. So short and short. That works. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and set variable. I'm going to drag that in. And I'm going to just call this today. Perfect. Now I'm going to actually add another date. Right, and then this date would be whatever specified date I'm looking for, right? And maybe I'm a huge Valentine's Day fan, and so maybe I put February 14th. Cool. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Okay, that's a date. So I just picked one. So I actually did put in whatever the date I'm looking for. Maybe it's when finals start, maybe it's when I'm seeing a friend. I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to format it. Again, I want to make sure that it is short, yep. And then I'm also going to set variable. Right? And then I can call that, whatever I want to call that, we'll just call it, say, V-Day for now. Cool. So now that I have that, I want to then get the time between these dates. So get time between dates. Put that right underneath there. Good. So between the current date and V-Day. Now I don't want it in minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and change that right to days. Now I could say weeks or months or years, depending on what you're looking for. But in this sense, it makes the most sense to use days. All right, and now we need to add the notification. So I'm actually to say show notification. And you could also choose alert here. It just like pops it up kind of in front of everything. I just want it to be a banner notification that pops down. So where it says hello world, I'm just going to go ahead and delete that. All right, I can just type in what I want to say. So I'm just going to say there are, and then I have a space. And now I'm going to choose from that variable selection part at the bottom there, time between dates, add another space, days until Valentine's Day. Period. Nice. Now again, if I want to add emojis or something, I could. So like this, perfect. All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just run it. We'll see what it looks like. Oh, just kidding. We're gonna actually save it first. So I already put on a little icon there. So we'll just call days until V-Day. Cool. All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and run it. See how, and then it did that for me that way. Let's do it again. Okay, cool. So what I could also do though, right, because I don't want to just have to remember to say touch this button to figure out how many days there are until Valentine's Day. So if I go back to my shortcuts and then I go over to automation, right, I could create an automation that runs the shortcut on its own. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say create personal automation and then say at a certain time of day. So let's just say I want to know every 8 a.m., but I don't want to know every day. Let's just say weekly, and then we'll say on Tuesday mornings, every 8 a.m., I want to know how many days it is until Valentine's Day. Go ahead and say next. Now I could basically run this action. So I'm going to go ahead and say open shortcut. And then when I choose my shortcut, perfect. And that's really all I need to do. I can say next. Now what will happen is at 8 a.m. every Tuesday, it will then run that shortcut and pop up a notification that will say it is so many amount of days until Valentine's Day. But it would ask you, because it's toggled, if it can run it, which doesn't really make sense here since it's just a notification. I'm going to undo that. It's confirming that I don't want it to do that. So I'm going to say don't ask and then say done. And now I also have that same thing to run whenever I need it. All right, and that was that shortcut. Until next time.